in the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see the love in your heart. Put a little love. What the? Okay. Let's get some light on up in this piece. Can't wait till everything gets back to normal. I'll be okay. I'll be feeling all right. Some type of normal normality. Y'all know who I want to be. What the hell? I want to be for Halloween next year. Sindel. Oh my God. Y'all, my lips are still healing. It's taking forever. Trying to be gentle. What was up in the sky though? I seen that. Okay, it was flashing. Flashing lights. There is a mess. That is funny. Let me grab my cards. How I missed them? Let me see. Yo, porcupine, cheeky little, one little slip. Yo, one little slip. If you confounding things, do. I love that movie. Oh, I think they released it, so I can actually watch it on YouTube. I'm going to go watch Chicken Little. I love things that don't apply stress. How are you doing? Hi. Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well and even better. You know, I'm doing okay. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. You're good. You're great. You are great. What's up, Roland? When a young what? When a young. That's what it says. Okay. Same. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys' love and support. I appreciate y'all so much. I said today I'll be doing the reading. Y'all, right now is really important to boost your immune system. You guys can do so with mineral silver. Make sure you don't overdose. You do not use, you do not, abuse the dosage, which is 3 drops. 3 drops. once a day, and if you see any color changing, like you change into the color, you might want to do every other day, once a day. I'm in the United States of America, the home of the we will be free. We will be fucking free around this bitch. Oh, this is your dad's phone. Ain't you supposed to be at school, ain't you? How old is you? Yeah, you supposed to be at school, 10. You supposed to be at school, honey buns. The moon, 8 of wands. How they gonna hate from outside the club? You can't even get in. Oh my God, I love water. It's Saturday. Yeah. Okay, my bad. Wheel of Fortune, the moon. You should still be doing something productive, which you are. You are. You're in the right place to be productive. Healing the inner child is what we do over here. It is our focus. Ace of Pentacles and a Wheel of Fortune. When you do that work, it works out. Healing the inner child. What's up? What's up, Arthur? Morgan? Roland Barnett, the 10-year-old with his dad's phone. Your dad is gonna look through his history and be like, what in the heck were you watching? Unless he's very open-minded, that may change. Hey, I'm new here. Hey, well, thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you get notifications with our future endeavors. This very growthful over here, very growth orientated. We spaz out over here too. Nobody's perfect. I was this close to spazzing, but I ain't do it. It just, I don't know. You know how illusions work. It can be worse than you think it is. It can be not as bad as it seems. All right. Got some on them lips. Moisture. Alrighty. Hey. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We're just going to see what naturally comes out, what we need to focus on as far as healing the inner child, what do we need to be aware of. Healing the inner child, what do we need to be aware of. And, what is coming to us in our healing methods? Oh my God. Y'all just spit them all out at one time? For real? Okay. Death and rebirth. Scorpio energy. We are in Scorpio season, so that makes sense. And that makes sense. With the energy that is. That makes perfect sense. 9 of Swords. Now I also see the Wounded Warrior, which we have recently been talking about, which is Chiron. Chiron, the Wounded Warrior. This is like the hidden zodiac sign. There's 13 instead of 12. It takes, is it 13 months? So it takes 13 months to rejuvenate, if I'm saying it correctly. 13 months to regenerate on a molecular level, internally to externally, to rejuvenate all your cells when you're cleansing your body. Yes, the focus needs to be on cleansing and healing our food, honestly. Ooh, stay away from porn. King of Wands, stay away from porn. Lord, I didn't see it before. Nine of Swords. Isn't that you can't rest? Yeah, that is the Nine of Swords. When they can't rest, death, ooh, can't rest. Uh-oh, confirmation. Seven of Pentacles, retrograde in Scorpio. Ooh. Some Scorpios can really be going through it right now, honestly. Wherever the Scorpio placement is, that may need to be reflected on. Take a deeper look at my hair. Not my hair, but Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, growth. There may be a need. Y'all forgive me. Mercury retrograde got me right now. Just a little bit. I've been up early. So Seven of Pentacles. Growth, like I said. Oh yeah, that does tantric sex. Interesting. Five of Wands. Oh, fighting. This is not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny, but I had to laugh. Yeah, if there's any children on here, this is not the reading for you. Have your adult read it, and if they feel comfortable with you watching it, then they may have at it, or if be what to explain in their own words. Five of Wands. This will, it comes a time where either you are aware of the things that are going on in this world and you do not want to have intercourse, sex, sexual relations with people. That's perfectly fine. It's understandable as to different traumas that may happen or could possibly happen or have happened. I was just saying, stay away from porn simply because why? These entities, these people being exposed are tied to sex trafficking, children, women, men, anything like pills, liquid, like that honey liquid pouch that they were, people were putting in random people's drinks and their food, the little honey packs that were sexually stimulating for people. Um, yeah, just those products are not very good to unpromote the things that we are trying to heal from, which is, rape, molestation, kidnapping, uh, transporting, what do they call that? Trafficking. So it doesn't help us fight the good fight in which we're trying to help and heal our generations from. It doesn't help in that realm when we support products like that. It would even help in your own interpersonal relationship if you were to stay away from things like that and gain more self-control, because I just really believe that it's a lie that if you don't use it, you'll lose it. And I mean in particular for men. I do believe that is a lie. As long as you got blood in your body, there really should not be a problem. the problem comes from the neurological, right, in the emotional state. So once you heal that, you really won't have a problem. I mean, honestly, you do rejuvenation, you do cleansing, you do healing, you do fasting and things like that. Abstinence is a really good, powerful key, actually, as to manifesting. You can manifest even better and use your um, sexual energy to manifesto. So, but you always want to do things with research and with studies. My nose is itching. Um, Research and studies, so you will know the meaning of and how to do this and why it is. I actually talked about this in 2001. I want to say around August to October videos on this channel. So you guys can go look at that. I was talking about the root chakra systems. And we have went over most of the chakras on this channel from then to now, with real life experience, all in between as well. So that is definitely something. They grasping for energy. First and foremost, y'all gotta understand how important your energy is and how they've been siphoning it and destroying our foundational, and that has to do with foundational as well. Um, Grounds, our stability. And when we're taught by our forefathers or fore grandmothers and whatnot from generations of using your sexual prowess to get what you want, it is actually using and becoming your demise, because you have built that foundation off a fictitious foundation. You know, it's a thing, it's a real thing. And with the four swords, three of swords, four of swords. Rest and rejuvenation. Yes. So we have the five of wands here. And right behind the five of wands is the four of swords. This is the rest and rejuvenation. Oh, I love the energy because the energy is pretty much speaking for itself. And it so happened, 7 cards came out with the Knight of Swords. Immature communication, on point. Immature communication, Knight of Swords. And or this can be fast communication. But this is the message overall. 7 cards jumped out. I was looking for 6, but 7 will do. We can deal with 7. How are you just gonna slide out like that? The magician. I'm telling y'all, magic manifesting under the death card, which the occultic magic has to do with Scorpio as well, right? There goes death in the 6 of Pentacles. Balance, equal give and take. Chakras, 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 chakras. Medusa, Medusa, Medusa. I cannot figure out that rap song. Medusa, 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 Medusa. I just hear you on here. I used to like that song. Medusa on my belt. What's Medusa on my belt? Is that one of the lyrics? Dang it. Let me see. I want to pull these cards. My nail is bent. I hated my nails start breaking up. Let me see. Oh, I could do it with this. Move that. Hold on. Move this back. I forget. My touchscreen is fucking awesome. Um, on my belt. On the belt. Yeah. Oh. Hello. What's up, Tony? What's up, Tony? Hello. My do you you mother that's not what I meant to do. But BELT. What the yes, belt. I don't know. If y'all know the name of that song when they were like Medusa, Medusa, they came out about 20 years ago. Dang. Making me feel some type of way. Made me feel some type of way. Mrs. CEO was what my title said. Okay? My nose is itching. Uh, so, let's see. I was scrolling through the lives yesterday. I've never done that, yo. That's so cool. I ain't never do that. The full Six Pentacles. I'm gonna start doing that more. The Magician, or the Magician is gonna have a death. Magician, Scorpio. Death represents Scorpio. The Magician represents Gemini. Six of Pentacles, balance. Oh yeah, okay. I was gonna say. I don't know why people are so loud right now. But Seven of Cups. Okay, Six of Pentacles. That's what I was gonna say. So now we know who the hackers are, how they use young Pharaoh, and who this guy and these toxic men have been paying for the spell work. Because we were like, who the hell got all this money and all these cars and all these houses to give out to do some spell work on somebody to gain stalk people? Who got this? Who's doing this? Bringing balance to those restless ass. That's how these niggas is able to sleep at night. They ain't gonna be able to sleep no more at night. King of Wands. Deadbeat ass daddy. Ooh, the illusion they put our men. Look, Tower, I'm telling you, King of Wands. The illusion they put our men and women in and using their sexual prowess. They're gonna have a tower. All the King's horses, another king man couldn't put them together again. Seven. Oh shit. What's it? King of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Somebody had emotional growth. Oh, because he's a Cancer. What's his name? Musket. Musket is a Cancer. The way they did this is, I ain't gonna lie, they were smart about it. They were somewhat smart, but God wasn't gonna let them get away with this though. You know what I mean? The way they play the birth signs so close to mirror and take control and try to run the narrative of destiny swapping. They was really strategic with this shit. 5 of Wands. What's the 5 of Wands? Not gonna lie, confirmation. Mm. Oh damn! This is the devil and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8 of Swords. Self-imprisonment, control, contracts. They are stuck in their own contracts. Ultimately, they're going to be the only one interested in it. King of Pentacles at the top. This is fast movement, fast communication is coming in hot. It's coming in hot with the 5 of Wands. Oh yeah, they fighting over these contracts. Y'all, all I can say is y'all better use this technology with wisdom and purpose for the right reasons. Even though they didn't use it for the right reasons and the right purpose, we can use the technology and gadgets. Go gadget for the right reasons and the right technology for the right way. 4 of Swords. They doing a lot of fighting. Two cards came out for that 5 of Wands. Oh, police. Whoop, whoop. It's the sound of the police. And this represents Cancer. 4 of Swords. Rest and rejuvenate. They're gonna be doing a lot of rest and rejuvenation. Oh, they need to put them niggas on a lie detector. They need to put them niggas on a lie detector test. Knight of Swords. They need to put them on a lie detector test. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. King of Wands came out again with the Knight of Swords. This immature communication. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Eight of Wands. It's coming in hot. Look, one little slip. 7 of Swords. Not getting away with lies and deceptions. One little slip. One little slip of a few confounding things. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh. Don't go breaking my heart. Neptune, Jupiter, expansion, growth, prosperity. Neptune, magic in the imagination and illusion. Yes, yes, yes. When that shit hit a few months ago, was it Pisces in retrograde or something like that? We did a reading on it. I was like, I said, oh my God, it's happening. Oh my God, it's happening. But they was trying to distract like they always do. They don't want to get caught. Neptune, Mars, Neptune, magic, imagination and illusion. Mars, drive, energy and passion. They gonna take their ass to Mars, all right. That's Mars. That's what they be fucking up. The foundation. Oh, 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 oh. That's their problem. That's their problem. They wanted to control the root chakra. They thought by birthing they was going to be able to get into the other realms. Death and rebirth. They was trying to create a cycle of death and rebirth. They don't have that. Sagittarius, free yourself. Sublimitations, spiritual magic. Master manifester. That's why they were trying to use that Hadron Collider. Jezebel. In the beginning, I cannot make this up. Lilith, yo, they said that we was demonic, so y'all wouldn't drink the tonic. Oh Lord. That's why they wanted y'all to be scared to go against the system. They want all of us to be scared to go against the system. I'm not gonna lie, I'm telling y'all, I tell y'all before, I was dead ass scared. Scared as fuck. But guess what? I kept going. My faith was stronger than anything I could imagine, yo. I kept going. And yeah, this Jezebel ass energy and this Adam and Eve and lion motherfuckers. They use religion though. They use that shit. They definitely use the dogma. I felt it so deep within me that Project Blue Book was so right. I said, they cannot be lying. I said, they cannot be lying. I felt it. And that's why they don't want you to feel emotions. That's why they want you to be emotionless, because you won't be able to correlation, soul ascension. You won't be able to tell the truth from a lie. They don't want you to feel your emotions, your energy in motion. Pluto, yep. Endings and rejuvenation. I was going to say rejuvenation, but regeneration, death and regeneration. The rejuvenation. Oh, they wanted to pretend as if they were the only race. That's what their goal was. Hello. Oh, Project Blue Book is in my playlist, but you can definitely look it up on YouTube. Put in a search engine. What is Project Blue Book? It's about probably an hour long. They might have in a segment of a alien exposing there was somebody that was going to come and use dogma, religion, and fear tactics to sway people, pretty much start chaos and war here on Earth. And the agents that were investigating this alien was like, well, if you don't tell us, we're going to torture you. They were torturing this alien, right? Which is so stupid. And the alien kept on telling them, like, y'all are being primitive. We can't change the timeline. We can't tell you. But they were already giving them more than enough clues. But these idiots, you know what I'm saying? They want to use fear and torture tactics, right? In order to get their way, which is a really, how do you say, primitive way of getting answers. If you're not in tune, that again, here we go with the feelings. If you're not in tune with your feelings, you can't read in between the lines and have enough know-how to say, okay, well, let's keep this alien, let's, protect the alien, take care of the alien, you know what I'm saying? We'll know. Or even with that we have gotten already to sustainable enough to keep an eye out from who's saying such propaganda and trying to start wars and saying lies on national television. It didn't take a genius to figure that out. And the other people that have been trying to expose this truth, you know what I mean, to figure it out, to be like, that's not the right way to go. That's not the right answer. Look, Black Moon, Lilith, and Capricorn, elevated status. For elevated status. Capricorn, that devilish energy, that control the government, But that's why putrefaction, shadow release, they didn't want the shadow release to come out because it was going to expose the Epstein files. That's why they've been trying not to expose it before he became president, which is, it didn't matter because in God's time, it was going to come out anyway. They didn't want people to become aware of their spiritual abilities and how they can really, control their own reality, and we don't have to live within theirs, within their delusions of grandeur. Their perversion, for one, covers up of perversions. Why they made the system that the way they did, as far as why criminals are able to really get away with stuff, and then they use and manipulate that system also to cover up shit and then to lock people up away that really, 9 times out of 10 have a major possibility of being innocent. How many, just within the past 2 years, people have been released for shit that they didn't do. So this is a big, what is it called? Somebody just said it the day I was like, what is it called? It's a, hold on. It's a big criminal Ponzi scheme. A lot of criminal activity, blue collar, white collar type thing going on. And they're using the gangsters on, their so-called lower end. And this is why it's important for even the gangsters to know who they are. They shouldn't use their power for such buffoonery, but they end up getting trapped or threatened that people will unalive and harm their family. Sometimes people should be saying funny and just expose it anyway. Because eventually the truth is going to come out. It's not, they've done it to a lot of people, but if a lot of people in the full masses would have came out and talked about what was going on, at one time or stuck together at least, it would have been easier to expose it. But it's very hard, especially when they have psychological, aspects of it, of convincing people. Take, for instance, the movie Glass. If they have programs of people that go in and convince people, well, if you say in War of the Dragons just got released, go watch that movie. They have people in these buildings saying, okay, well, I can't release you until you say it doesn't exist. And they have psychiatrists, licensed professionals in these realms and fields of saying, like they did Kanye. His fucking professional trainer was going to have him mentally locked up for exposing the truth. Y'all gotta understand how deep this shit is. Is once they start exposing the truth, they try to unalive them. They took my children. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up shit that they do that people go through just to expose the truth of what's really going on. And I just didn't do it for me. I did it for other people. But Project Blue Book, boy, I tell you, it's like the Da Vinci Code. You have to break down a lot of this stuff to be able to understand it. And sometimes people just get and they're like, I don't want to have nothing to do with none of that. But I'm down with the cause of stopping this go on because it's not healthy for future generations. It's not healthy for our children. It's not healthy for me. Our mental health and well-being is a must, and it should be from a very young age. And with the system that they promote, it doesn't promote that type of growth for our society. Period. And you could chop that all the way down to the fruits on the tree not being free, and that's why they not really promote more work programs that can promote more sustainability for people to be able to work. I watched JOG movie video last night, and it's like I say, they make these products and they make so much money off of it. They don't give people raises. They don't do nothing. The only thing they be focused on is washing their hands, having money to wash their hands, like to wash the blood off their hands so they don't get in trouble. You feel me? He said, I heard they meet at Bohemian Grove. Yeah, they do. I talked about that and how they wanted the women to stop coming so they could pee freely in the woods. But, that could be some undercover talk for some totally different. But they also use the court systems in order to do this shit. They use the Supreme Courts and all of that. Like my nose itching. They use the Supreme Courts and all of that to have these different things done as well. So yeah, the Bohemian Grove is definitely one of them. They like and they know some of the PowerPoint spots and what to do. Like spiritual work and healing the inner child. I'm using it for a positive way, people's free will. I'm not making anybody come here and do anything. You know what I mean? But I'm letting them know, these are some key points, how to heal yourself, your triggers and your traumas, what to look out for in order to find out what's going on with you and how you can help and heal yourself, right? So, you know what I mean? But they do the opposite, and they do it in the controlled, oh, well, we're just here to help you type of mentality. But they are doing something more nefarious than what they are leading on. And that's the absolute sad thing about it. And people, how they were mad about Kendrick Lamar's performance at the fucking Super Bowl, but they don't have the know-how to read in between the lines, even though things look, like girly or frilly or whatever, that they're actually promoting and doing rituals that can be tied into whole sacrifices that were nationally seen. So it's like, you want to discard and discredit the very men and people, Zay. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing her name wrong. I like the girl, love her. Her, what I'm saying, in Serena Williams' performance for actually giving you words of truth and healing of things to really look out for. And he did it in such a awesome strategic way in promoting spiritual growth for the masses. That was a lot of people that woke up off that performance, that song, and who got the information and the wisdom. Oh my God. It's so crazy how they rejected that. But what they understand to be is, oh, this is so peaceful, it's calm, but there be some dark demonic shit behind it. Y'all don't understand how to read energy. You got to learn how to understand to read energy in order to, you have to build up your true discernment. A lot of people don't know how to build up their true discernment. Excuse me. A lot of people don't know how to build up their true discernment because they're so stuck in a dogma mentality. And that's why they use religion to their own benefit. Just like a video pointing out something, I think it was in I am Q Hefe or Hugh Hefe, Q Hefe, I believe, YouTube channel. Why do they put Roman Catholics? What does Roman Catholics have to do with? It's like, if you go and look at the Roman mythology and you see the different variations of the Roman Catholic Church and all of that, and how they stole a lot of relics, and how they controlled the Gregorian calendar and things like that. Hello. He said a lot of prominent figures it's in California. Oh, I know. I know that. I lived in California. I know that for sure. I know that for sure. You're being from Bishop, Louisiana. That's awesome. Great to see you. Thank you for stopping by. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Everybody, please thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate y'all so much. But yeah, a lot of them come from a lot of major states and cities. That's the reason why the educational systems have different educations, but they all have one thing in common. None of them talked about true melanated indigenous history and what truly happened and how we did, own the lands and how things were taken from us. I want to talk about that truth. You don't really learn about that truth until you get into college. That's if you get a good Black history teacher. I'm pretty sure. So this is systematically set up for a reason. And I was blessed enough to have a good white American teacher, U.S. government teacher that taught me the real shit for real. And he was like, "You're not going to find any of these books." And then you like, what? What? Why? And you're like, fuck this guy. So, anyways, yeah, that root, I didn't even put all there. This was crazy. I didn't put all that together. Well, I did, but I don't know. The foundation, the root chakra, I did put that all together. That's why they I'm not trying to be funny, but that's why they put the red dot up here where your third eye is because they want that projection of your chakras to be backwards. They want the projection of your chakra because this is your third eye chakra. This is the purple chakra, and this is a lighter purple chakra from your crown energy. Go look at the chakra system. So it is what it is, right? And yeah, that's why they promote all this rap and all this shit, man. Is to wrap your soul in bondage, to get you into contract and Jezebel energy. Oh, I'm gonna move on quick and fast and in a hurry because I got money to do it. And you never, really take time out to really heal, or you get into the contractual marriage, and that's one of their contracts. That's not even a natural contract. Oh, with the confirmation. So yeah, that Jezebel energy. That's crazy. Divine Feminine Awakening and Queen Jezebel Magic Royal Witch is what fell out. First two cards to come out. The Black and Lilith Oracle cards. For all of this is what come out so far. So, yeah. Let's see what else wants to come out, but I think that is pretty much the reading. There's two different types of energies. Yeah, projection is your spiritual goal, and Black Moon Lilith in Capricorn, elevated status. How are you going to elevate your status? And it's hard sometimes for people because some of the masses are so computerized. Like, I'm going to say on the lower spectrum of, control methods that oh my God. Okay, check this shit out a little bit. Um, Projection is your spiritual goal. Huh. Projection is your spiritual goal because that's what they project so much onto us through these different systems and what lower they can only really survive in the lower realms of reality. Honestly, liberate your truth, Gemini. The Black Madonna, Gemini, liberate your truth, Black Moon and Lilith, and the Black Madonna, sacred dark goddess, mother. They can only exist in the lower realms until they fix their energy. And they want to keep as many people there entrapped on the negative spectrum as they can. But for those who, elevate their status and I'm telling you, look, for those who elevate their status from not this warring energy, but warring for the healing the inner child. What else? Before I can even get, yeah. Here's Adam. Adam, dark divine, father of creation, putrefaction, shadow realm. The shadow realm, the lower realms. I love the way the confirmations, the confirmation is. Confirmation be confirmation in. Dark divine father of creation, shadow realm, putrefaction. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Whoa. Even Adam. God is fucking hilarious. God is fucking hilarious. Look at this shit. Oh, what a tangle weave we web. A tangle web we weave. God is hilarious. Let me get this back over here. The Jezebel that got y'all entrapped in lustful energies. God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. Right now. Right now. Maturity and patience. They did some major destiny swapping. Maturity and patience. Black Moon Lilith, you deserve balance. Black Moon, Lilith, and Cancer at the top of the deck. Honor your emotions. Yeah, the moon. Intuition and emotional healing. Hold on. Y'all excuse me. Thank you, Lord. Elevated status. God is like, they started some shit. Look, Mother Earth. As above, so is below. Hmm. You can also look at that as the blue chakra and the tree as the above that branches out, dissolution, emotional clarity, and correlation. Yeah, coming out of dissolution. I never looked at it that way. The tree of Kabbalah, the Kabbalah tree. Oh my God. I love this reading. I love it for us. I love it for we. I love it for me. So that is it. Vicky, that is it. Let me tell y'all, this is it. So, anyways, that's it for us today. Thank you guys for like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for your love, support, your well wishes, and whatever it is that we get out of this creativity. Thank you guys. We should really thank ourselves for getting through this shit and really exposing it, and grant yourself forgiveness. Just when we learn better, we do better. And it's as simple as that. Don't let nobody judgments, hold you back from being a better person. Ultimately, never. You can always strive to be a better person, but there are going to be those who stand in their power, and there's going to be those who want to rule over people that don't. So let's help raise the vibration and raise and spread this information as much as possible, and make you guys learn the best of the more than infinite possibilities. Let's expose the darkness. Let's get these children mentally and emotionally rehabilitated, get them back to their homes or something, back to a better place within themselves, at least, so they can grow, heal, and evolve into better generations and break the generational curse of child trafficking, raping, unaliving of people, bargaining for people's souls and lives to the utmost. Bring back balance and making sure that these people are held accountable. Major arcanas to the magician, the tower, the devil, the chariot. Major arcanas. Death was the first card out. Death to all that shit. If they didn't come for peace, then motherfuckers gotta go. They gotta go. They got to go. That's a real experience. It's a realness of what it is, y'all. You just love yourself. Continue to learn yourself. Continue to forgive yourself. It's hard awakening to this harsh truth and reality and how these systems have been used and abusive to, certain races, to certain genders, and how they've created their own little armies within each spectrum of existence. So, you know, when we learn better, we do better. Let's spread this information of healing and faith and hope that people will take the reins on their own life and, heal and grow and evolve for all the right reasons, for what it is, and for what it does not have to be, to make a better future for all of us. Give yourself words of affirmation. Give yourself healing, love, and clarity, wisdom in and out of the ebb and flows. I say thank you to my guardian angel, ancestors, big guys, elements, and masters of the highest white light order. Thank you guys from the darkest, deepest depths of darkness, of where I could not see. Thank you for showing me the way through this tumultuous time. Thank you so much. And may any and everybody else take your temple bath. These feelings are only temporary. Our decisions can't be, permanent. We have to exit out of this realm and have to recycle back into it just to learn the lessons that we don't have to relearn in this lifetime. Okay? So, y'all be great. Love yourself. Teach awareness to yourself and your children and people you don't know to the best of your abilities. And know that we're all going to make it through here. Love, peace,